John, thank you so much for coming on the show. Look, we wanted to have you on because we obviously wanted to talk about mentorship, right? Because you've got a really big portfolio underneath you. You've been an angel investor. You mentor quite a lot of companies. And we wanted to talk to you about that because it's something we've considered ourselves. And we weren't too sure, who do we reach out to? Is it someone that's in the industry? Is it someone who's just mentored before? Someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to companies? And we also wanted to talk about like what people can expect, because there's mentors out there, there's advisors out there, there's coaches out there. So what can you expect from a mentor?
So I mean, if I look at my background, my experience with like a Techstars,
Yeah.
so which is I don't know if for your audience, it's an accelerator which happens twice a year, fintech and non-fintech. So
Yeah.
I've been one of their mentors for the last 3+ years in both fintech and non-fintech. And I think it really comes down to what the mentors give into the program. So this year in this program, I mentored probably about 4 or 5 of the companies, but some of them evolved differently that probably I couldn't help them as much.
Okay.
When I say mentoring, I mean it's connections, opening doors, understanding their business, saying, look, have you thought about it this way, helping them with their slide decks. So in the Techstars program, you commit about an hour a week for the companies you mentor.
Okay.
For each one?
For each company.
Okay,
so,
right.
And even like now, as you guys know from my background, I'm mentoring probably, or mentoring, advising, I don't know, it's blurred. It's kind of blurred,
yeah.
that I'm probably working with about 10 companies.
Okay.
And mostly once a week, give or take. Some companies are in, like 2 companies are in St. Louis, another company is in the U.S., and the rest are in the U.K. So some are in person, some are over the phone. And for me, it's really valuable because again, these are companies I believe in, and I believe in the CEOs. So to your question, I think it's finding people that are passionate about what you guys are doing,
Yeah.
that have connections and industry knowledge that can help you, as well as just business strategy and thoughts around how to be successful for what you guys are trying to do and help you along your journey, and then want to be a part of that journey.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just giving up my time, and I just view that as just valuable time that I give back to really exciting companies and entrepreneurs.
What's the best for the audience watching, right? It's actually probably quite nerve-wracking for some of them as being first-time founders, reaching out to somebody who has a portfolio like you have and deal with businesses like you do in your background. What is the best way to reach out, right? Because you don't want to say, you don't want to assume that this person is just going to help. So what is the best way, if you find the right mentor, or you think it's the right mentor, to even ask for help? What's the best?
So it's actually funny. I got actually linked in last night from a gentleman who's in the healthcare space trying to do, again, he's going to explain it to me this morning, but then there was a rollback, I don't know, about 2 months ago, there was a CEO of a company that was trying to make people do their physical therapy more often, because typically people leave hospital or leave their doctor's office and then don't do the physical therapy. So they try to make the experience online, and he said to me, look, I've seen your Techstars mentor, and he's actually based in St. Louis, or Kansas City actually. He said, can we talk once a week? And I said, look, I believe what you're doing, because I've been as you guys know, I've been a rare disease survivor, I've had multiple accidents, I've been through all that physical therapy, and if you do it, it works. So what rolled into one conversation, he said, look, I don't understand why nobody will take our product, because it's a great product. I said, well, nobody knows who you are. You're not Apple, you're not IBM, nobody knows your product. So I said, do a 3-month pilot with these companies, prove that it works, and then ultimately they want to take a 12-month contract. And roll forward now, that's exactly what's happened. So it's more about, like, to your question is, people have reached out on me, Techstars, people have reached, because of Mentor, people have reached out on LinkedIn. There's another guy, CEO of Job Labs, that I was telling you guys earlier, this gentleman, Aiden Kramer, who reached out to me because we had a mutual connection, and we meet up once a week, and he's just, I think he's onto something really exciting with his business, Job Lab, which is connecting graduates to employers and making it a much better experience for graduates getting hired, and he's proved that they're able to get hired in 16 days, which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
so again, it's some of it's connections, some of it's through the power of the social media, and some of it's just word of mouth.
You've also said like there's a lot of companies that you mentor because you just like what they're doing.
Yep.
You know, like there's some people are changing the world, right? But like, what should someone expect if someone is reaching out to someone? Like, if we were reaching out to you, say for argument's sake, like you've already said you're mentoring 10 companies. You're busy, right?
Yeah,
especially if
we're all busy.
Yeah, but
We're all busy.
if you're giving an hour a week, you're busy with time. So if someone reaches out to you, like, should they be offering money? Should they be offering equity? Does that even come into it? Or
So, I mean, look, for me, when I went originally to the Techstars program, I went into this whole mentor thing.
Yeah.
I never thought about it I just thought of it as giving back my time to community and people and entrepreneurs to be successful. And as time's gone on, they've offered it as an advisor equity.
Okay.
I'm actually now an exec to a healthcare company, and there's more on that. But it's more about I never went in it. Some people have an expectation. For me, it was never that expectation. To me, it's working with really good entrepreneurs and founders and teams, adding value if I can, and being along for the journey. And look, if people want to offer that, that is like that to me was an added bonus. It's never something I wanted or said. Look, that's the contingency. You know, I only do it for the equity. I do it because I really am passionate about it. And also, like no different than what you guys are doing. It's like finding companies and entrepreneurs that you really are passionate about.
Yeah.
So a good example, there was a company called Paid in the most recent Techstars program, which I really became passionate because I met them pre-program, and I was like, these are really awesome people that are getting freelancers paid faster than before, and I see there's an opportunity there, but also if they can work with enterprise companies, they're actually talking to BT about helping expedite the payment of the freelancers, and just basically they end up having the BT risk. I mean, it's happy, I can go back through it another time, but it's more about, I love the CEO. I think he's a great guy, Tom Howsam, and I just think the product's awesome, and I think that the team that I met was just a nice bunch of good people that are hardworking and are, again, solving a real problem. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How careful do founders need to be? Because we've met a lot of people, and I know it's something that bugs me, and I know it bugs you as well, is you see mentors or business coaches, especially business coaches that have never had a business, never ran a business, never advised a business, but they did maybe a 2-month course on mentorship. And they're going in trying to get equity out of these young founders, because a lot of young founders are vulnerable in that early stage. We've met one before who gave 1% away for an email intro. You know, stuff like this. So how careful do founders need to be of snakes in the grass, if you want to put it that way?
Look, all I can say is, I agree with that. I think
they're going to be everywhere, really.
I think they're everywhere. Look, it's no different than like athletes getting ripped off from financial advisors, right? It's like I think you have to spend time. It's like a good example is like Aiden, right, from Job Labs. I said to him, look, let's spend some time together and see if this works. Like in first meeting, and he was like, look, this works. And that, to me, there was nothing on offer. It was just giving up my time and also trying to help a really good person be successful. So I think it's no different than doing a little bit of background to make sure that the person that's getting in with you really understands what they're getting in with, and they're going to be supportive and along with the journey.
They're bringing something to the table.
Yeah, exactly, because look, I think you talk about that stuff later, because if that's what you're after, then they probably don't have the right intentions. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like I don't think you don't want people that are going to rip your face off or fleece you for that because they just want to be the first one in. It's like, oh, we're going to get the next Uber, we're going to get the next Deliveroo, whatever it is. It's the wrong. At least my take on it. It's the wrong intentions people have.
I suppose the easy thing would say is like, if you are giving away equity, don't talk about it in the first meeting.
No, agree.
Yeah,
agree.
That's probably a red flag.
Yeah, if somebody asks for equity out of the box, that's a good point.
A couple of meetings down the line, look, I can see John's really able to bring value here. You know, will you continue to mentor us along the road?
Yep.
And obviously, people don't expect mentorship for nothing. You know? So I suppose it's different values, different companies, different percentages, and the whole lot and where they're going and price and all. Right. Before we finish up, 2 points. Right. If someone's looking to reach out to a mentor, what is the best way of doing it, right? And what should they look for in a mentor?
I think it's your network or people that, like, if you look and follow people, look, we're all on LinkedIn, right? Yeah. So find people that are interesting on LinkedIn, reach out to them. That's how one of the CEO of this one company called Planet Care, which is helping improving the whole, they're buying up nursing homes and making that whole experience significantly better. That's how he reached out to me, and that's how I'm on non-exec on that board as of a week ago. Okay. So it's also like Aiden reaching out to a fellow guy he met in the program, saying, look, who could be a really interesting mentor or provider of insight into how to improve this whole experience and just be better at what we're doing to help me along the journey. And the second one is what can they expect? Look, I think you said it right from the beginning. Is you sit down with them, and I think you figure out what the expectations are from the beginning. And as I say to any of them, I said, look, what do you expect out of me? Like, do you want? And hopefully I can meet that. And also then, with all these companies, I always say, let's just slot in a half an hour to an hour a week, figure out if it works. And if it works, we just keep it going. And even if we have to change it, cancel, then we cancel. The other thing I also say is, and maybe this is crazy and maybe I'm offering too much, is I always say, look, I'm available on the phone. You can call me anytime. If there's anything urgent, just pick up the phone, call me. Or even, like, as a fun example is Aiden doesn't like, he's probably going to kill me if he watches this, is he doesn't like, he never used WhatsApp. And I was like, look, that's the easiest way to get me often. So he's now downloaded WhatsApp.
Oh, really?
Nobody throw him
now
under the
he won't
bus.
stop.
Yeah,
Exactly.
one contact in
amazing.
it.
No, it's and look, it's and also it's finding companies you can help over time. So like
Yeah.
it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So sometimes I just, or like you guys know the pesky guys.
Yeah.
I check
Yeah.
in with them once in a while.
Pesky
I'm a
fish, yeah.
massive fan of what they're doing.
Brilliant.
I was one of their mentors in the last program, and I think they're just onto something really, really exciting. So it's sometimes it's been less check-ins, and sometimes it's more check-ins. But
We
yeah,
actually plan on doing an intern morning with them in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so
it's super
exciting,
fun.
yeah.
Really
they're
good guys.
awesome. They are out. They're really onto something pretty exciting.
John, that was perfect. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm sure the audience really appreciated that, and so did we. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And they're all going to be reaching out to
Can't
you.
wait.
Yeah, on
Look forward to
LinkedIn.
it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much for coming in.